Hello and welcome to Let's Play Dark Souls 2 on PC. I already finished this game about 6 times on the console. I just got it on PC. I will not be summoning anyone in this playthrough. I will let myself be summoned however, because I think that's a lot of fun to help people. Yeah, so I guess we should get started. I did play this game a little bit by the way on PC, just to test some stuff out, but I didn't get very far into the game. About 2 hours, a little bit less. I think I'll move through this game fairly quickly. I'll make each episode about an hour long, I think. We'll see what happens. Well, because this is my first playthrough, I'll leave all the cinematics in. So let's dive right in, I guess. I will be playing online, obviously, because that's more fun, but here's a cinematic intro.
Perhaps you've seen it, maybe in a dream, a murky, forgotten land. A place where souls may mend your ailing mind. You will lose everything once branded. The symbol of the curse. An augur of darkness. Your past, your future, your very light. None will have meaning, and you won't even care. By then, you'll be something other than human. A thing that feeds on souls, a hollow. Long ago, in a walled-off land far to the north, a great king built a great kingdom. I believe they called it Drang Lake. Perhaps you're familiar. No, how could you be? But one day, you will stand before its decrepit gate without really knowing why. Like a moth drawn to a flame, your wings will burn in anguish. Time after time. For that is your fate. The fate of the cursed.
Alright, goes the intro cinematic. Looks pretty damn awesome. Alright, let's get started. So yeah, this is already different from Dark Souls in that you don't choose a class before you start the game. You can already walk around like I'm doing right now. And I'll choose a class in a little bit here. But first let's get this thing. Right. That's useful for later.
What seems to be the ruckus?
Oh my, your face. The face of the curse. It's an undead. An undead has come to play. They all end up here. All the ones like you. You spoke to that kind old dear, didn't you?
You're finished. You'll go hollow. Yes, you will become one of them.
Hollows prey upon men, feast upon their souls. This is the fate of the cursed.
What is your name?
Okay, so I have a childish way of naming my characters. I already have an idea what I'm going to do for this playthrough. I always name my characters appropriate to the build that I'm going to use. So yeah, this is what I'll be using. In my mind, a warrior is someone with a focus on melee who specializes in dex weapons, whereas if I named him a knight, in my mind he would focus on strength weapons. And the brutal part is that I'll be using the bleed effect to some extent and some dual wielding. Yeah, kinda childish, I know, but I think it's funny to name my characters beforehand like this, so let's go with this.
At least you know your own name. Here's your reward for sharing. It's a human effigy.
Take a closer look.
Who do you think it's supposed to be? Think back, deep into your past. Yes, it's an effigy of you.
Okay, so let's customize my character. Let's start here. Let's get this out of the way. I am using a controller, by the way. I prefer to play that way. I won't spend a lot of time on this. It doesn't really matter, but I don't know. I like to give my character some flavor. Let's see. So yeah, I have a specific build in mind. So as far as the class goes, I think a warrior would be most appropriate for this type. Hmm. Alright. Let's do this. Alright, so I've never picked a warrior before, but this character will be very high dex and fairly high strength as well, so I think, well, as you can see, high strength, high dex for a warrior. His starting gear is pretty useless to me though. I won't be using any of it. Yeah, but his stats are best suited for the build that I have in mind, I think. Yeah, I'll use a warrior. I've never used a warrior before, so I'll do that. Let's see, choose a gift. I'm not going to pick this simply because you can get it fairly early on in the game, so that's a waste of a gift. I won't use this because I won't be needing it. Well, I will be needing it, but one is not that many and you can get more, so nah, this is not that great. Don't need this. I don't really need this. This is an item that lets you, when you use it, any invader will, the enemies in your world will become hostile to the invader, which is pretty funny. But you can get these, you can get more of these, and I don't really use them, by the way. Aesthetics are good as well, but I'm going to pick this. It gives me a decently good item, if I'm lucky. It is random, but so yeah, this is what I'll use.
All people come here for the same reason. To break the curse.
You're no different, I should think. Doesn't stand a chance. Well, you never know.
What a fun bunch.
Go through the door and trot along to the kingdom.
But remember, hold on to your souls. They're all that keep you from going hollow. Oh, I'll fool you no longer. You lose your souls. All of them. Over and over again.
Nice bit of self-awareness there. I actually don't think I'll die that much. I don't know, we'll see. You never know. Oh right, this is pre-order stuff, which is pretty useless. If only because it looks like shit. I like to, you know, use stuff that looks cool, or what I think looks cool. Because yeah, this build that I'm going to use I'm not the best with, to be honest, but it is one that I have the most fun with because it looks awesome and it's fun to do. So let's see here, let's get that off. So yeah, the equip load stuff, as you can see in the lower right corner, I'm at 43% equip load right now. If I equip the shield I'm a bit over 50. And you'll fat roll when you're at 70, but everything below that you will, you know, roll less far. The distance will decrease. And I like some distance. I can skip this entire tutorial area if I want, but I'll do it. Why not? I won't read these things though, because I already know what they say. Great start. Hmm. This weapon is not too great. Backstab. So yeah, you're no longer invulnerable during a backstab animation, but you do get a lot more defense while doing it, so you won't take that much damage anyway. So there. Life gem. Yeah, that's a new item that you can use to regain health very slowly. And here, I'll use my... I will. So you can, this is my starting gift, you can drop it in here to get a nice item. If you're lucky. Yeah. White ring. Meh. That's not the best. It is kind of funny, but the white ring turns you into a white phantom. So you can kind of fool invaders that you're not the target they need to kill. I can demonstrate, I guess. So there. There's no use for this except trying to fool invaders that you're not the target. Which I've never done. I don't know if they buy it or if it helps any. But yeah, it's pretty funny. It's a nice idea, I guess. Where did I want it? Oh, right, this part. Amber herbs are new items that let you recharge your spell uses on the go. Which is... I don't know. It seems a bit pointless to me, but I've never used one anyway. But I'm usually not a spellcaster either, so... Hold on a sec, let me... close this real quick. Alright. So... where was I going? Alright. Oh yeah. What's funny about this game is that New Game Plus is a lot more challenging than it was in the first game. I think, anyway. Because they add more red phantoms and whatnot. And I believe there was one here, or it was somewhere else. No, I think it was somewhere else. But that's kind of surprising. When you think you know the game and then... No, they add some enemies around corners. That's pretty funny. Let's see. This is the last one right here. And after this we'll go get started. Ow. So let's use a life gem to show. Yeah, that's how slow it goes. But that's okay. Alright. So that was the tutorial, more or less. Hey. I thought I attacked. Apparently not. Oh, those guys are way too strong for me right now. Well, you can do it, but it takes so long. The thing he's guarding, if you get in, you'll change sex, which is pretty funny. Especially if you're wearing very heavy armor. Then you'll get in and you'll get out and you'll have no idea what changed until later, which is kind of fun. So I'll be seeing some messages here probably. Yeah, here we go. Something like that. Yeah, a lot of illusionary wall messages again. Troll messages, which is kind of funny I guess, but so many people are doing it that it's, I don't know if it's that funny. So this is Majula, which is basically like Firelink Shrine. Let's get this though. Not ever going to use this, but yeah, I will get a lot of items that I probably won't use, but I like getting them, so I will. Just so you know. Like this, I won't be using it with this character. And I won't be using this with any character. Or well, I did use it a bit, it's kind of funny, but it's also funny in PvP. To just... It makes no sense, but that's why it's funny. Yeah, I will be doing some PvP in this playthrough. I kinda like the PvP. I think it's much better than the first game. Just because I like to play light characters. Light fast characters. And how poise worked in the first game made that a little tough for me. Because I couldn't stagger the heavy dudes. So they could just spam attacks, which was kind of annoying. But now everyone staggers from attacks, almost regardless of how many poise you have, so that's pretty good for me. Let's get this. Yeah, and I will join covenants. I won't join all of them, but I won't join this one, that's for sure. This Covenant of Champions, it makes the game harder. But it also doesn't allow you to summon people or be summoned. If I'm right about that, I believe I am. So I won't be doing that, because I want people to summon me, that's fun. Let's join this. Oh wait, there's something here before. Okay. Yeah, I will join this covenant. It's a pointless covenant in my opinion, but wait, first I'll just do a message. Let's see. Yeah, that's cool. Let's talk to this guy first. I'll shut up during the conversations. I'm not sure if I'm going to listen to all of them, because there are quite a few and they're not all interesting. But this one is, I guess, a little bit, so...
You're undead, aren't you? You have that distinct scent. The smell of irreversible fate. This is Majula. It is a kind of settlement. A place where life is almost normal. And in Drang Lake these days, there are very few places like that. I am Solden. And like you, I lost everything. And now I'm here. You probably heard that it was possible to break the curse here. Well, That's not true at all. There's nothing here for you, me, or anybody. Do you know much about souls? Even I'm not certain, but I'm told that the soul is the essence of life itself. Anything living, sentient or no, supposedly has one. What we call the curse is traceable to the soul. Do you see what that means? To be alive, to walk this earth. That's the real curse, right there. We undead will never die. And that's quite a predicament, really. There are 4 beings in this land with giant souls. And wherever you go from here, you'll sooner or later come up against them. Each has a powerful soul and a terrible curse. If that frightens you, then you ought to just give up right now, like I have.
Nah, not giving up. So you need to exhaust people's dialogue again to get, useful stuff
Do you ever cry out for help?
like this.
The journey of an undead is long and treacherous. You'll face invaders from other worlds at every turn. If you need help, why not proclaim faith in the Blue Sentinels? When you face danger, the Blue Sentinels will come to your aid. Protection is yours, if you wish. You need only accept their kind embrace.
Yeah, so I'll join this covenant. At least for now.
That is a wise decision. People are weak, but the Blue Sentinels watch over us in their benevolence. Let the Sentinels cradle you in their embrace.
Yeah, so the blue way of blue is this covenant, basically. And what it does is, if you're invaded, people from another covenant called the Blue Sentinels will be summoned to your world to defeat the invader. Which is useless for me, and probably useless for everyone, but you do get a ring that slightly increases your health. Only slightly, but why not? It's free, so I'll do that.
Are you the next monarch? Or merely a pawn of fate? Bearer of the curse, I will remain by your side till this frail hope shatters. Take this with you. May it ease your journey.
Thank
Go
you.
on and see the king. He who made Drangleic what it once was. He who peered at the essence of the soul. King Vendrick.
Alright. So I can level up
Bearer of the curse. For
and
misery will lead you to greater,
upgrade my
stronger
Estus flask
souls. You will never meet the king with a soul so frail and powerful.
right here.
Seek those whose names are unutterable. The 4 endowed with immense souls. Their souls will serve as beacons. Once you have found them, return here to me, so that hope will not fade away. Is that a shard you found? Here, let me see it, so that I may help you to see light, to see hope, however faint it might be.
So I can upgrade my Estus flask here, which means I'll get another use out of it. So I'll have 2 right now. And I can level up, which I'm actually not going to do right now. So let's go to the first area, I guess. Oh, that's not what I wanted. There we go. I'll go to this area first. There's a couple you can go from the start. Basically 2. But I like this one better, to go first. Rusted coin is an item that increases your luck, which means item drops will be more, will happen more, but it only increases luck by like 1%, I think, or item drop rates by 1%, which is not a lot. So it's kind of useless. Well, it does stack with other item boosted discovery things, so I guess that's something. Here. So yeah, the human effigies are the things that make you human again. Which, if you die, as no doubt will happen at some point, your maximum health decreases a little bit, and each time you die it decreases more and more until you're about 50% of your maximum health. So that's pretty bad if that happens, but you can use the human effigy to regain all of it. Let's go in here. Didn't see you there. Okay. Yeah, I don't like using shields. I have a fairly aggressive playstyle, I guess. I like to just you know, attack. I try to dodge and then attack instead of blocking. But this weapon is pretty shit for that. Because with a strategy like that, attacking everything before it attacks you, you need a strong weapon. Actually, let's do this. Yeah, so that drinking animation is fairly slow, which is well, let me handle these guys first. Well now. Oh jeez. See how slow that is? That's pretty terrible. There we go. Anyway, yeah, the drinking animation of the Estus flask is fairly slow. And the life gem also, by the way. It just takes so long to do when you're in battle. So that is why I think adaptability is pretty important. Even though, you know, a lot of people don't like it, that new stat, adaptability. Because there's a lot of discussion going around if it actually increases invisibility frames or whatever. And I don't think it matters much if it does or doesn't, because if only for the decreased time it takes to use Estus, I think it's very important, because that makes such a huge difference. Even though the time difference is pretty small, but it often makes a difference whether you can heal at all or not, especially in boss battles. Yeah, let's use that. Let's see if this is going to work. Yeah. I like throwing knives. They actually do decent damage. Uh, I think they do more damage than in the first game. I think. And it's always useful to have some ranged attacks, if only to aggro people. Yeah, message has been raided. So if your message gets raided, you'll get some health back, as you could have seen when that happened just now. Which is pretty funny because this one time I was fighting a boss, and it was one of those moments where I knew he was going to hit me, and I knew that that hit would kill me. So I was like, yep, it's over. And right at that moment somebody raids my message, and I survived the attack and managed to kill him, which is pretty awesome. So that's why I'm leaving messages like crazy now. It only happened once, but I'm just kind of hoping it'll happen again. So this guy's not aggroing, but you can kill him, and he leaves a pretty cool sword if you do. But nah, I'm not gonna use that sword. It is useful though if, you know, there's no Drake sword equivalent in this game, as far as I can tell, anyway. So if you want to do a lot of damage early on, you can get that sword and another sword almost just like it, except with fire, which is also in the beginning. I'll show you in a moment. And if you dual wield those, you'll do a ton of damage. Which I did at one point. It was pretty fun. You can just get through these areas faster. You know, not that it matters that much. You can run past everyone if you like, but I don't know. I'm having more fun just killing people. Oh, that was a bad dodge. Give me that stuff. Yeah. Right. Come on. Alright. Firebomb, nice. I always use one of them in this area, so that make sure I don't need to buy one. Man, a lot of item drops right now. I'm not using most of them, but still. So yeah, the fire sword I talked about is in that direction. I'll show you in a moment. Yeah, I probably won't be using the fire sword, but I'll get it anyway. Especially in this first playthrough, I like to get everything, or well, not everything. I didn't really look up any facts to where items are, but so I only know the ones that I discovered. But yeah, I'll get all the ones that I know of.
Buy something, anything. Oh, come now, help an old woman and buy something.
Sure. I'll need this. And give me one of these.
Thank you kindly.
Oh wait, I need to
Buy something.
talk to
My
her.
name is Melentia. You're a stranger to this land.
Oh, we get as strangers these days. Everybody's gone and run off. Dranglake's been a pile of rubble since the war, fought long, long ago. And the giants crossed the sea. It seemed like the battles would never end. Poor folk like myself have nary a place to sleep.
That's why I keep all me things right with me. You may travel light, but methinks you bear a burden of your own. They say these trees grew from the remains of the giants. From each carcass sprouted new life growing into a you see now, would you?
Oh, accidentally skipped that one.
It's high time that I pick up a move of a bargain for you next time we meet up.
So yeah, she talks about she has a bargain for me next time we meet, but I have no idea what it is. I've played through this like 6 times and I still have no idea. So I'm blind, I guess. Ah! That was dumb. Yeah, sometimes I'm way too eager to get in there. I guess everyone has that problem sometimes. Ah! That's not good. So yeah, petrification is new. As you can see, the statues right here. These ones. It's not really new, it's just a change of what curse was in the previous game. Curse is something else now. If you get curse now, it just decreases your maximum health. But not by half like in the first game, but just a little bit. As if you just died. It's the same effect. Alright. That's a dangerous thing. Actually, those things are dangerous even... Oh, I'm going to get ambushed right now. But yeah, those the fire lizards are really tough, even in the late game. So I won't be attacking those. They have a ton of health, which isn't awesome, and they do a ton of damage also. There's more behind that wall right there, but I won't go there. Yeah, sprinting up ladders is great, although it looks really goofy. But yeah, saves time, so... Kill you. Alright. Oh jeez. That was on my head. Good thing I'm wearing a helmet. Okay. So let's move on. Yeah, I won't summon people like I said. Nah. I will let myself be summoned though. I guess that can be boring to watch. So maybe I'll put in the video description the time when the summonings are over, but I don't know. I think that's fun. Maybe I should just play the way I want? Maybe. Probably. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I won't level up for a while. Not until I clear this entire area and beat the 2 bosses. Because there's no point. Okay. Radiant Life Gem is a stronger version of the Life Gem. I don't think I actually used one ever. Or did I? I'm not sure. I stopped using Life Gems at some point when I have enough Estus Flasks. Which is fairly quickly. I have 2 right now, which isn't a lot, but yeah, you'll have 5 or so relatively quickly, relatively early on in the game. So that's mostly fine. Man, a lot of item drops. I think this is the most I ever had. It's not great items, but you know, it's still fun to have drops.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just daydreaming, I think. My name is Kale. I'm a traveler, like yourself. I'm navigating the continent to create a map. Why cartography, you ask? Well, that's a good question. When I first came to this forsaken land, it was... a curse? Something about a curse? How embarrassing. I seem to have lost my focus. But I do know one thing for certain. I have always been very fond of maps. I came to this land some time ago. Drangleic, the Lost Kingdom. It sounded so romantic. Have you seen Majula? Oh, there's a rather spacious mansion there. I made it my temporary home. Well, as something of a squatter, I'm afraid. Inside the mansion, I found a strange map, like none I'd ever seen. I believe that it's a map of Drangleic. Now I'm traveling the land to prove it. Yes, that's it. That's why I came to the kingdom. Wait, no, that wasn't it. Then what? I don't seem to recall. Were you looking for that map? Wonderful. Then you're fascinated by maps, just like me.
Not really.
Shame on you. You should have told me before.
My bad.
Here, take this. A key to the mansion. What a joy to meet a kindred spirit out here. Incredible, really, isn't it? Such a map to be chiseled in stone. Oh, but one thing. I would not venture deep into the mansion. Now, I can't be certain, but I've heard disturbing noises. Something about it feels wrong. Just be careful, please.
Okay, wait.
I'll be back in Majula soon.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Perhaps we will meet again and discuss maps at our leisure.
I don't think so, but... Anyway, yeah, that key's pretty useful. As I'll show in a bit. Or well, no, I won't show that in this part for sure. I won't be going back to Majula after I defeat the bosses here. We're nearing the hour time. Can I beat both of them? Probably not. I'll try to beat one. Actually don't think that's going to happen either. Or I just need to go through to him right now. So yeah, you can fight one of the bosses right now up here, but I won't be doing that just because it takes way too long for my taste. You can dodge anything he throws at you, but you do so little damage that it's not really worth it. actually need to repair my sword though. It's already at half, so I need to rest here. Yeah, weapons degrade a lot faster right now, but they automatically repair at bonfires. Alright. Oh, this part is nasty. I don't like or well, I don't mind, but the parts in groups are pretty tough. At least early on in the game. Yeah, when that happens. So let's pull back for a moment. Alright, this should be good. Yeah, I'm still too weak to... Well, you can do it, but... I needed to dodge a lot more then. Yeah, I only use stuff like witching urns very early on in the game. Because I'm underpowered. Oh! Not the trap I was expecting. Alright. Let's see here. Funny story about this door, you can't open it from this side, but if you attack it, then they will open it. Which is funny because I had no idea that's how you opened this door until I was on my 5th playthrough or so. Then I read the message, because there wasn't a message before in my other playthroughs. Or maybe I just missed it, I don't know. Which is funny. Anyway, yeah, that life ring I told you about, which was less than an hour ago at this point, I think. I have it right now. And you can't stack them. At least, I don't think you can. You can't stack other rings, so I'm assuming you can't stack this one. So there's no real point in getting that as a starting gift.
Hello there. Traveling all alone in these treacherous times. Well, I hope you have a very good reason. Oh, hogwash. Who am I to judge? My name is Pate. I journey hither and thither on a sort of treasure hunt, you might call it. Be careful out there. There's talk of unsavory bandits who prey upon travelers like yourself. Oh yes, you be cautious if you go any farther. There's treasure in there for certain, but the entrance locks from behind. I saw the same design earlier, and it's the same contraption, I'm sure. I was with this warrior, you see, and he insisted that he go inside first. The rather brusque fellow tried to swipe the loot for himself, but it trapped him inside. I still have the gent's ring. I do hope he wasn't harmed. I'll leave this one to you. I'm worried about what might be inside.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Alright, So yeah, this is another part with like 3 guys. Ah. So yeah, you don't have to use those urns, but it kind of depends. Sometimes they stick together really well, and they all attack in, you know, synchronous attack. Oh, come on. Oh. Alright. Hey guy, what's up? Oh! Yeah, so that's a new thing. You can now guard break people, like so. Which has replaced the kick. And you could follow it up with a critical hit. You need to time it well though, it's a weird timing.
Well, I see you managed to escape. I hope that brave warrior didn't come a cropper either. Be careful out there. There's talk of unsavory bandits who prey upon travelers.
Yeah, you already told me that, bro.
Oh. But you should take this. It allows undead to call out for help to one another, across the fissures between worlds. With luck, somebody will lend you a hand.
Yeah, so I'll do that. A lot of that. Well, maybe not a lot, but a decent amount. I won't be able to kill that boss though. In this part. But I'll make sure that I'll kill both of them in the next part to make up for it. Alright. I'll just grab this treasure real quick. At least I hope it will be quick. And then I don't think I can hit this guy. Oh, I can. Alright. Oh! Alright. Sweet. Okay. Alright. So yeah, I think I've finished this part here and continue in the next part. So see you then.